Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? This line from Mary Oliver is such a beautiful invitation to all of us. And for me, it really points to the value of personal coaching. For me, personal coaching is about coming home to myself. I have had far too many experiences in my own life where I have felt separated from myself. I have felt lost. I've been floundering. And as I look around today in the wake of the pandemic, I see quite a few people feeling the same way. I was living in New York City during 9/11, and I lived there for many years afterwards in the ensuing trauma. And I feel a lot of the same feelings around now. And it was during that time that I found coaching. Early on when I came to coaching, I had a pivotal experience with my coach. He took me on a little walk up to a whiteboard and he drew two stick figures. He drew a really tall stick figure and he drew a smaller stick figure. And he pointed to the tall stick figure and he said, "This is you." And I am very tall, I'm outgoing, and I'm confident, and I agreed, that's me. But then he pointed to the small stick figure and he said, "This is also you." And that's where I got a little bit confused until he helped me to understand that my external self was so well developed. I knew how to show up. I knew how to be confident and be outgoing. But my inner life was small. My inner life was underdeveloped. And it was by working with coaching where I opened up to so many more possibilities for myself, where I cultivated much more of a sense of myself and who I am and what I might actually be able to do with my wild and precious life. Then I began to see that my inner life could match with my outer life, that they would be aligned and coherent with each other, which is the essence of authenticity. I could not have come to that realization on my own. I needed someone who could walk with me, shoulder to shoulder, someone who could sit before me, knee to knee, eye to eye, heart to heart, and who could help me see the immense possibilities that were available for my life. Because in those difficult times, our focus narrows, and sometimes we just need someone to walk along with us. I see coaching as a journey. I see it as a sacred journey, so I would even call it a pilgrimage. It's a pilgrimage home to ourselves. And when I work with someone as a coach, it is my great privilege to bring all that I have learned, all that I practice, and to offer it to my companion on their journey. I was really fortunate enough to take a pilgrimage on the Camino to Santiago de Compostela. And so I love to use the language of the pilgrimage to speak metaphorically about coaching. And there are a couple of ideas that I'd like to share. One is, don't wait, walk. So if you feel that calling, if you feel like things could be different and you'd like to get some different perspective, begin. Work with someone. Get in touch with somebody who can support you and begin your journey. The second is love your boots. Every pilgrimage means that you lace up your boots and you trudge on day after day. I like to see that as a metaphor for spiritual practice, and I really think that ritual and practice and staying with it day after day are so important for making real progress on the journey. And finally, my experience is, and what I'd love to share with you, is that the path does go on forever. The journey of coaching brings you right to the edge of a sparkling sea. And you may be able to see that your journey goes on out across that sea. And when someone asks you, "Do you dare to walk on water?" you will respond with an exuberant and unapologetic yes. These have been really, really difficult days. We're wounded. We're exhausted. We're ready for things to be different. If you feel the urging, if you feel the call, I implore you, don't wait, walk. Begin your sacred journey home to yourself.